In 25, as uncertainty grows over America's support for Ukraine, Europe has stepped in with a bold new strategy. Not just with money, not just with weapons, but with factories. Defense factories inside Ukraine itself. On March 19th, the European Commission unveiled a plan that's turning Ukraine into what officials are calling a steel porcupine. A country so bristling with defenses, so industrially capable, that no aggressor would dare to strike again. But why build weapons plants in a war zone? Why not produce everything safely inside the EU? The answer reveals Europe's long game. Reason number one, speed and proximity. By manufacturing munitions and armored vehicles in Western Ukraine, not Berlin or Paris, supply lines are shorter, faster, and safer from Russian disruption. What used to take weeks can now take hours. It's a tactical advantage that's saving lives at the front. Reason two, sovereignty. Europe doesn't want Ukraine to rely forever on foreign shipments. By developing its own defense industry, Ukraine becomes a producer, not just a client, a future EU member, a military partner, not a permanent aid recipient. Third, this isn't just about war, it's about jobs. Decades of conflict and collapse have hollowed out Ukraine's industrial base. But now, with European support, those empty factories are being revived. Machinists, welders, engineers, thousands of skilled workers are being hired. It's not charity, it's economic recovery, driven by resilience and defense. Reason four, the message to Moscow. When Europe builds tanks in Ukraine, it sends a signal louder than any speech. Ukraine is not a grey zone. It is Europe. These factories are lines in the sand, or rather, steel on the soil. And to Russia they say, your neighbor can fight. Your neighbor can build. Your neighbor isn't backing down. There are practical benefits, too. Ukraine offers lower labor costs, legacy infrastructure, and a willing workforce. Defense firms from Denmark, France, and Germany and Poland are already signing joint ventures. And by aligning with NATO standards, Ukraine is fast-tracking its future as part of the European security framework. Every turret produced, every technician trained. It's more than manufacturing, it's integration. But challenges remain. Russian missile strikes still pose a threat. Corruption and inefficiency could derail progress. And some critics say the money should stay inside the EU. But the long-term payoff? A fortified, independent Ukraine. A stronger European neighborhood. And a continent that finally knows. Security isn't just about borders. It's about industry, autonomy, and shared defense. This is the age of the steel porcupine, and Europe is forging it, right where it matters most.